Amazing Vicky here with you, and today we're here for day 27 of 30 inks in 30 days. I can't believe it. It's crazy that there's only 3 days after today left of this. It went by super fast, and I loved doing this. Met so many wonderful friends on Instagram, people that are very inspiring, and yeah, it's really cool to have met more of this community, and to get a lot of tricks and stuff. I love it when I get comments that tell me more about pens and inks and that sort of thing, because let's be honest, I'm new to dabbling in this, and I still have so much to learn, which is really exciting. So today I wanted to share something with you. I purchased this here to hold paintbrushes, because this is supposed to be used to hold makeup brushes. And I purchased this because I figured it would be a really fun holder for my paintbrushes when I'm doing mixed media. And I had a thought that maybe it would hold my ink samples, and it does. And what's pretty cool about this thing is you can take it apart, so you can could take this off and wash it if you needed. So yeah, this is, I found that this was really cool, because if I had many ink samples, I could actually probably put 2 rows, maybe one like this, and then, you know, alternate. I don't know. But I just thought it was a great idea, especially since I don't have a lot of ink samples, and I know that right now the holders that exist, Goulet has put a hole on their sale of them because of the fact that they had issues with the sizing. So yeah, and that thing holds a lot safer than this, even though this, you know, like, it wouldn't spill over unless it's very full, but that holds like very safe. So just wanted to share that with you guys, because I thought that was really neat. So today we're using Colorverse Andromeda, which is also a beautiful ink that was sent by Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. And the link to her channel is down in the description box below if you haven't checked her out already. I highly suggest that you do. She gives all sorts of fun facts about science and stuff, and I just learned so much from her. And Andromeda is one of the inks that she had already mentioned. Sorry about this. My phone talks. So yeah, it's this is the Andromeda, and she has already done a review of this ink, and so you could go and check it out on her channel. So I'm putting this in my Jinhao Chinese Dragon pen, which has a medium nib, and this is a super inexpensive pen, and I'm not sure how comfortable it's going to be to write, but I saw, I think it's Ben on Instagram that shared a post with this little guy, and this one is the bronze one, bronze and brass, and it has like the red eyes. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it, his eyes there. So I just fell in love with the pen. Like I said, I'm not sure how comfortable it's gonna be, but I love fantasy, I love dragons, so I just had to get it. And it's super inexpensive because it's a Jinhao, and usually their pens are really well made. I wasn't a big fan of the this is a fine nib. It's funny because it mentioned medium on the when I purchased it, but anyway, it's a fine. That's what it says here. And they're really inexpensive. They come with a converter, and I haven't been a big fan of their nibs for the 759. which is why I had not really bought other ones. But at the same time, I played with the shark one and the swan one earlier this month, and those are super inexpensive, and they wrote wonderfully. So I figured that I would give this a try. And anyway, if it doesn't work out, I will change the nib, like I see Chris Science do. She changes nibs all the time. I'm still so new to this that I don't feel too comfortable changing nibs to my pens, so I usually tend to try to keep the same nib, unless, you know, it comes with it's a screw-on nib, so it's easy to change. But yeah, so it got filled up really easily. I have to admit, I did. You saw me go down once and up once, and then down to empty it out, and up again, and it's filled to the brim. So that's cool. Put this. I know I'm going to be making a mess because I always make a mess, and my nib is super messy now. It's super pretty, the nib though of this pen, I have to admit. It's a really strange, like, it's so, usually I'm used to this section being longer, so I guess I'm gonna really have to hold it with the dragon, and I wonder if I can play with how it turns out, because he's not aligned. Okay, now he's aligned. I'm gonna have to be careful on how I do this, because it's kind of nicer if I'm aligned with the nib. So I'm gonna just start off my chromatography. And you can tell it's a really fine nib. Okay, so there goes the chromatography, and of course I've got a bit of ink on my ends. Wouldn't be a 30 inks in 30 days if I didn't. Now let's do some splashes. Okay, so hoping I'm in frame. That's a very pretty color. When I saw Sarah use it, I had mentioned to her that how I thought it was so pretty, and she sent me a sample. How sweet is that? So, and let's always forget to pull out my card. I don't know why. So this is not an ink that I have purchased yet. You can see it's already pretty dark here, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more to it. So we've got many different layers, and check out how pretty this is. This is like a kind of magenta, I think that would be called magenta. It's like a pink but with a lot of red. So super pretty. I love it. I'm looking forward to writing with it and seeing how that goes. I really thought though that this pen was a medium, but anyway, I still wanted to play with it, so it's all good. So today's ink is Colorverse Andromeda, and we're April 27th, 2021, and I'm playing with my Jinhao Chinese. I'm not sure how it's really called. That's how it was called on Amazon, so I'm going with that. And it's a fine nib. So I found a poem on Google. I know, yeah, mess. But there was no name on who wrote it, so I'm just gonna say anonymous. So, whoops, that's not a good start. I wanted something about love or about pink or about something like that because of the color. There is quite a lot of shading in the, even though this is a fine. So it says, love starts with a smile and grows with time, a kiss and bond over the time. Finally, you feel good to call someone yours. Love is a feeling so pure, stay in love forever. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel writing with this for a long period of time. I've got a feeling that I might be tired with the holding of all this textured pen. But just looking at it, I find it's pretty. What can I say? It can be a very pretty pen on your desk, and it doesn't move when you put it down. So look at the shading on this. There's a lot, even though, like I said, it's a fine. You can see the difference in colors on it. So I really like it. And I forgot to do this. You can see on here there's a lot of darker areas. So see, it's definitely not moving as some of my other pens moved when you wipe it. But look at that, all that color in this. And you can see here that there's actually some, by putting more down, there's actually some gold in this. I don't know if you can see it. It's really cool. I wonder if I'm going to be able to see. Yeah, you can see it here too. Like it's a bronze or copper, maybe? More copper. It's very, very, very cool. And it does it here too. That's really neat. And here's the chromatography. So you can see a lot of pink and then some darker, more almost black color at the top. So thank you so much, Sarah, for sending me this. I really am going to enjoy this this ink, and as she did with the others, she really filled up the bottle completely. So I can play with it for a little bit. So I'm really appreciated. I really, really appreciate it, and it's really, I love looking at. Like, I find that when you do swatches that are bigger like that, it really gives the ink a reason to shine and to show what they're made of. Whereas when you write it, depending on, obviously this is very fine, like I said, and so because it's a fine, you don't see the variation as you would if it was a stub nib, which is what I've been loving right now. My stub nibs, like, I really love them. So yeah, So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this. Go and check out Sarah out if you don't know her already. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye!